Hey, everybody. Hi. In France this week, police told 2 women on the beach to cover themselves up because tourists complained their kids could see the topless sunbathing women. It was cleared up quickly when the women said, and I translate, "We are in France, you idiot." Let's start the show.
In a cabin, going crazy, 'cause a flu that's worse than swine swept the planet, so damn it, here we are in quarantine. We've been quarreling, we've been snarling, oh my darling wife of mine. It's a toilet paper zombie apocalypse, so we're here in quarantine.
Hey everyone, it's time for the virtual comedy show starring Brad Tassell and Steve Goodie. Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome their very special guest,
Steve Sabo!
live from their respective quarantined homes. And now, please welcome Brad Tassell!
Yay!
Cheering and applause from the crowd. Cheering and applause. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Look how professional this show has gotten. Steve.
Amazing.
It's amazing how professional. And what's funny is whenever the last person that was spotlighted is a 50-inch monitor to me. So Joni, Grassy, I see you, 50-inch. Everybody at home just sees me, which is sad. So hi, everybody. Hey, Steve Sabo, good to see you. Valerie, great to see you. Who else? We've got Becky and Tim. You can turn your mic on if you like. And Zoe's here. And Jeff Shaw is dressed. So that's pretty good.
Wow.
So welcome, everybody. So
You know what it means.
We've got a great show. And so Joni and Steve, who haven't been here before, this is where I do some jokes and everybody judges me. So here we go. Here's the first one, if you're ready. A woman in Michigan, this is a fun story. A woman in Michigan was declared dead by a doctor over the phone. So it was no surprise that after she woke up, just as the funeral home was just about to start the embalming process. Is that wild? In the doctor's defense, he said it was his ex-wife and he thought he'd give it a try. Come on. Turn your mics up, everybody. Get close to those mics. Laugh deep in those mics. So, okay, hey, so Donald Trump this week bravely enlightened us to the weapon of choice for protesters these days, and that is bags of soup. Who heard this? I'm looking at everybody. Carla, did you hear this?
Yes.
Bags of soup. He said they are throwing bags of soup at police, and it's worse than a brick. So I know if I was headed out to protest, I'd forego masonry of any kind and fill my fanny pack with lobster bisque. That would just be the perfect thing.
Okay, wait a minute. Boo. I need to hold on a second.
Wait, hold on. Boo, hold on. Wait, who is that? Wait, let me finish. Wait a minute. He went on to say that after throwing the soup, the protesters then say that no, the soup is for my family, which has given way to a new problem for police. Protester children aggressively licking officers for dinner. See?
Okay. Fake news.
Wait,
I think you need to spotlight someone else, Brad. Someone else is talking to you.
All right, wait a minute. Fake news. Wait a minute. Hold on. I can't. Where are you?
Get it together.
I see somebody. Brad. You know what? We have a special guest, and I hope this is who it is.
Get it
Ladies
together, Tassell.
Look, the President of the United States, everybody.
Wow.
Get it together, Tassell, for God's sakes. Listen, first of all, let me correct you, okay, because it's fake news. I never said bags of soup, okay? I never said bags. I said that they were throwing cans of soup, okay? It's like Andy Warhol's nightmare out there right now, all right? They're tossing these things, and I didn't say they were better than bricks. They're just easier to handle. You've got these millennial kids out there that don't have any calluses on their fingers. They might cut themselves on a brick. They can't lift that much weight. They can barely do the 8.5 ounces that Campbell's Soup offers in its wonderful American-made tomato paste. So, I'm just here to set the record straight there, Bradley Tassell. Let's not just spread rumors and lies. We're not
Wait
going
a
to
minute.
lie.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Mr. President. I do want to say that I did hear you say bags of soup. So what is it? That's not real, though.
No, bags of soup is what I said I was going to be giving to the people who were victims of the hurricane. You get a bag of soup, and I was giving, of course, don't you remember, like when I was giving out those wonderful paper towels. You get some paper towels, and you'll get some paper towels. You get some. We all get paper towels.
It was a very caring gift. Okay, let me do this. So let me try another joke, and you tell me if it's fair, okay?
I'll tell you what. All right, but while you're telling your joke, let me do something that's interesting.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm going to leave you up. Okay, here we go. So Trump and Biden are neck and neck at this point. No, not in the polls, but in the amount of blockage in their carotid arteries.
Oh.
Nice one, buddy.
90% to 92%, depending on how many Diet Cokes Trump has had, or if Biden forgets what donut he is on.
Okay, well, you know what? Listen, I will give it to you, Brad, that at least you're talking about both sides here, because we both know that Joe Biden is slipping so hard, he's going to end up voting for me in November.
That's true. You're going to thank Ladies and gentlemen, wait, did you just get rid of Donald Trump, Steve?
I just said, when a problem comes along, you must whip it. Whip it
Well,
into
Mr.
shape.
President, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I have that I have misled you. What's happening is you're being thrown off the spotlight. I don't know why. Other people are coming on. That's kind of weird. So
that's too bad, buddy, because I'm funding you. I'm funding you, baby.
You're donating your salary to us right now, everybody.
You're
ladies
funded.
and gentlemen, I'm banning the president from this show. I think he's like, Steve,
funded.
Ban the president from the show.
All right.
First of all, wait, before we ban you, go back to Trump for a second. How do people get a hold of the president?
Just go to alexelkin.com. That's ALEXELKIN.com. He's a terrific comedian. Believe me, you'll want to get to know him. He's a great guy, terrific guy, really good guy. Not great hair. Not great hair.
Not great hair. All right,
Not
Steve,
like
ban Trump from the show.
Just like a liberal. Yeah, you don't want to hear it, so you got to get rid of it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Steve,
bye-bye, weak sauce.
put him in the waiting room.
He's gone.
Oh, my gosh. What is going on here? Also, okay, well, let me put me back on. Wow, I've never had the show taken over like that. So,
And I gotta say,
everybody, let's hear it
Brad,
from the president.
Hey, Brad, I got to say, removing him from the room, I've never felt like my vote counted so much.
That
was amazing. Thank you for that.
And by the way, not that this matters, but alexelkin.com, he is a great comedian, and you should go do that, especially if you maybe want the president to come into your meeting or something. Okay, well, that wasted a ton of time. I've got 2 hours more of jokes to do. Are we ready for the next joke?
Yeah, how can we waste time with comedy when we have jokes to do?
That's right. Okay, here we go. So, by the way, I didn't finish my Biden-Trump joke that they're both slurring a lot, and I think we'll know who actually is having the bigger stroke when instead of a candidate coming out at a big rally, out walks Billy Squire.
Yeah, I get it. There's a song. Wow.
Okay, I should have skipped it. Sorry.
That was tremendous. No.
I
Always do
apologize.
that.
Okay,
Always do that.
Always do that. Hey, things are getting tough in New York City, though.
How tough are they?
How tough are they?
The rats are getting so big.
How big are
How
they?
big are the
And
rats?
so hungry.
How hungry are they?
Hungry are they?
One attacked a pigeon and was about to kill it when a resident used a metal pipe to separate the two animals, saving the pigeon's life. The pigeon walked away bruised but alive, but the rat grabbed the pipe and beat the New Yorker down for interfering. That's how tough the rats are these days.
Some
All
tough
right,
rat.
hey, Robert Pattinson has tested positive for COVID.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Also, his co-star Kristen Stewart has tested negative for talent.
Ouch. Burns.
Burn.
Ow,
Woo!
ow,
Attack a 4'8" actress. Good job. Actually, I like her. I'm just kidding. I do. I like her. She plays exactly the one thing better than anybody. So, by the way, but Pattinson is now, or until yesterday, was shooting the new Batman movie, The Batman. Did you see this in London? Until he tested positive. The production has shut down for 2 weeks as they try and figure out who the hell hired a shiny vampire to play the Dark Knight. Okay, so because is it going to fit? I don't know. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim Gaffigan went nuts.
He did
this week. Wow. Now, for anybody who doesn't know Jim Gaffigan, he's known as a very clean comedian and a devout Catholic, but he sent a barrage of expletive-laced tweets attacking Trump and Trump supporters. Some are saying it's getting harder mentally for people to handle everything going on in society right now. And on another note, Brian Regan is eating puppies.
Man.
You got to know Brian Regan, I guess, to get that.
you do.
I don't think your dad knows who Brian Regan is, Steve.
I don't think he knows who he is. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know who he is. Corn. He's corn everywhere. Okay, great.
The worst two
Maybe
Brian Regan impressions ever.
That's right.
Hey, if we could get Jim Gaffigan or Brian Regan on the show.
Oh, yeah. Let's please call him. We were supposed to have Jimmy Walker, but he never showed up.
Brian Regan right now in Cleveland.
Brian, you just worked with Brian, didn't you?
I just saw him Monday night. I didn't work with him, but I went to the show.
Oh, was he funny?
Hilarious. Completely different hour from the hour he did in December.
Wow. He does an hour a month. Okay. Well, I'm now taking half the show because I've got 3 more jokes. Here we go.
December was Brad.
Okay, thank you. A lawyer. Luckily, I didn't hear what he said. A lawyer is walking the beaches of Florida as the Grim Reaper to get tourists to take Corona seriously. Have you seen that?
Wow, I had not.
Luckily, wearing a black robe and carrying a scythe is considered billable hours by the Florida Bar Association.
Mhm.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So we made $32,000. Come on, that was strong. That was a strong joke.
That was good.
Hey, Joe Biden. Hey, now this, applause. Joe Biden and his wife Jill met Jacob Blake's family for 90 minutes, even spending time with Jacob at his bedside. So that's nice. The Blake's attorneys said they were all very impressed with how much the Bidens listened and engaged, and they were so glad Jill was there to remind Joe of the meeting later.
Okay.
By the way, Donald Trump refused to meet with the Blakes. Did you see this? If their attorney was going to be present. They said, though, that Trump could have his attorney, too, but he said they're all in jail.
Wowee.
Okay, one more, then we're moving on. Steve, are you ready? We're moving on.
Ready, sir. Let's go. Let's rock.
All right. So during this time, by the way, COVID time in history, NASA right now is looking for Americans to participate in a study to learn how a trip to Mars would affect humans. So I hope you've all seen this. A group of 6 will be isolated away from all other people, news, family, social media, etc. for a year. They have had 330 million applications. All right, we've got a great show, everybody. Let's hear it for me because I'm amazing.
Yeah.
And now let's do what we always do at this time and check in with Steve Goodie, the co-host of this show, the man who got rid of Donald Trump. Hi, Steve.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Brad. That was very funny, Brad, and thanks for bringing DJT into this thing. That was fantastic. Ordinarily, we do a top 10 list, and that's what we're going to do. But first, I don't know if you know this, Brad. We've had some viewer mail come in, and I've been monitoring it. Yeah, and this came in just the other day from Veronica Swinson in Aberdeen, Texas. She writes, Dear Brad and Steve, I love the show. You and your guests are always very funny. I have 2 questions. One, what's the little round yellow thing next to Steve? Oh, this would be Bob. This is my producer, Bob. He's in charge of a lot of the effects. That's what makes it seem so professional and smooth and everything goes right. Is that right, Bob?
Yeah,
that's right.
That's it.
That's it.
And her second question, Steve used to sing songs on the show, but he hasn't in a while. What's up with that? Thanks, Veronica. Well,
Yeah,
I've been
why?
so busy. I've been so busy with all the production stuff and doing a new top 10 list every week. I haven't actually had a chance to do a whole lot of music. But Bob was noticing the same thing. And unbeknownst to me, Bob has produced some music to go with our next top 10 list. It's pretty exciting. So let's just see what Bob has in store for us. This is a recycled top 10 list, but it was a big hit, so we're going to do it again. This is a top 10 COVID-19. Let's go. Top 10 COVID-19 Broadway shows. Now, as you know, Broadway is closed. It's dark, has been for a long time, but it doesn't mean they're not doing anything. They're working on brand new shows for you and me as soon as we're open again and we can go enjoy them. So this is the top 10 COVID-19 Broadway shows. Number 10, Fiddler in the Basement by Himself.
Mask maker, make me a mask. Protect me from germs and from tear gas.
Wow, okay.
All right.
Wow, that's pretty nice. Number 9, Man of Pneumonia.
To drink the undrinkable bleach.
Wow. And Bob put some heart into this. That's
Bob's
nice.
got some production value
I'm
going.
saying. Number 8, Charlie and the Ventilator Factory.
This thing is way, way worse than the flu.
Okay. Damn. I'm being upstaged by a plastic toy.
You are.
I know. Reminds me of my marriage. Number 7, lay miserable jerks who won't wear a mask.
There is a nitwit on TV. He won't wear a mask at the mask factory.
Yeah. All right. Now, I'm really enjoying these. Number 6, though. Watch out for number 6.
Uh-oh.
Phantom of the live streaming virtual opera. Man, that's some amazing smoke.
Wow.
That was just fantastic.
You got
Now-
to get whoever's doing that Bob every week. Cause
I'm a little jealous. I want to
Yeah.
do the next one, Bob. Bob, I'm going to sing the next one if you don't mind. Number 5, The Tiger King. Hakuna, my arm's gone.
Okay, whatever.
Fine. All right. Let's go on. Number 4, Oklahoma, which, by the way, has been playing in the Berkshires for decades.
Yes.
Oklahoma, where Herman Cain went to see a show. He said masks were dumb. Now he's become another statistic, don't you know?
Wow, that's dark. Okay.
That was dark.
Let's move on. Number 3. Number 3. The Book of Morons Who Still Think This Is No Worse Than the Flu.
I believe that the Lord God created this virus. No, wait, it was a meme on Facebook that told me it was created in a lab by Bill Gates. And I believe... Oh.
That was a lot of work on that one.
I'm saying. Bill,
Yeah.
Bob here puts in his time and we pay him nothing.
He is kicking butt.
Number 2. Don't Kiss Me, Kate.
Oh, good.
I don't know any songs from this show.
All right. A little bit of a cop-out on that one, Bob. Man.
Looking up a song.
Get on Google, find a song, you idiot. All right. And the number 1 COVID-19 Broadway show, the Rocky Horror I'm Sure Glad This Is Just a Hoax show.
It's just a stunt from the back. Who says everything is alright? It'll all go away like a miracle overnight. But it's been weeks and months. We're all going insane. Let's do 2019 again, but without the damn virus. Let's do 2019 again.
Steve Goodie,
Wow.
everybody. Come on.
Thanks, everybody.
That was incredible amount of work right there.
I noticed that. Yeah, thanks.
I know. You took some time. Wow. Let's hear it again. Steve Goodie.
Steve.
And by the way, let's not gloss over the fact that you did a joke about your plastic toy taking over your marriage. Okay. So
Thanks for revisiting.
Thanks for revisiting. Later, let's talk about what's on your screen now, if you want to.
I think we should.
Somebody's putting
Let's hear it
something
for
in the
Bob.
chat, but I can't read it. Somebody read the chat so we know what people are saying. Hey, I'm looking to see who's out. You know what? We have a special guest. It makes me cry every time she's here, everybody, because I love her so much. I hope this is it. Is this you? Is it? Yeah, Carla Ubrich, everybody.
This is so cool. Carla and I call each other. What are you wearing? I don't know. What are you wearing? I don't know. What are you wearing?
Carla, check your sound. Okay, Carla's sound is screwed up, everybody.
Yeah, it's all weird. You should probably go away and rejoin the meeting, I have a feeling.
Rejoin the meeting. We'll come back to you.
How's that?
Oh, that's better.
Oh, that's better. What'd you do?
I pulled the plug on my audio interface and just using the camera.
Yay!
Okay. Yay. So welcome, Carla.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here. And I have a brand new song. I wrote it last week. 1,000 monkeys eating alphabet soup. I swear it's the truth, doggone it. Given enough soup, given enough time, one of them will crap a Shakespearean sonnet. Ideas generated randomly, no magical muse to inspire it. Now let's fling that sonnet against the wall so everyone can stand back and admire it. Post, tweet, post, tweet. Imagine 3 billion monkeys going tappity tap, tap, tap. It's not all Shakespearean sonnets. Most of this crap is just crap. Post, tweet, post, tweet. Wait a minute, here's the new part. QWERTY, QWERTY, IDK, LOL, OMG, BTW, FYI, ICYMI, IMHOAFIAK, SNF, wait, NSFWSMH, LMK, JIC, BRB, okay? BFF, IRL, FMO, NPT, FTW, GTG, TLDR. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, post no crap. Post, tweet. On second thought, delete.
Everybody. Look at her. That was so inspired. That was so. Let me look at me for a second. That was so inspired. Although, what's interesting, first song ever that I could have actually maybe played that's ever been on the show. So I
was just going to say, in case you don't know this, Brad, Carla does give piano lessons.
That's right. Yes. Well, that's good because
I know you've always wanted to play so badly.
Yes,
you wanted to play very
so
badly.
I want to play that badly, everybody. Although what's funny too is the average age of the people that watch this show is about 62, and you were doing all those letters, and they're all going, "Wait, what are those letters? Why is she saying letters? What? That's not the alphabet. It's not right." So, ladies and gentlemen, right there, Carla Ubrich, a piece of brilliance, ladies and gentlemen, brilliance. By the way, so I forgot what we do next in this show. So
I think we have a guest.
We have a guest. I thought we had something in between. First of all, before we do that, though, I do want to say this. Everybody on this show, even Donald Trump, needs work. So if you can get a hold of any of us, If you've got any sign of show, anything, we all will come and do whatever you need. And the best way to get a hold of us, if you go to virtualcomedyshow.com and ask me, I'll tell you, or you'll see their websites and stuff at the end of the show. Also, Spotify, anywhere you get music or comedy, you can find us and hear our work. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at him. He looks like right now I'm looking at him, and he looks like an accountant about to do, tell us our taxes aren't going well. It's Steve Sabo, everybody. Come on, let's hear it for him. Steve, I have a question for you before we start.
Sure. What you got?
Who is that a signed album of behind you?
That's Kid Rock back there. Kid Rock.
Kid Rock!
Yeah.
So he married Loretta Lynn this week.
I don't think that's true. That can't be true.
It was fake. She came out with it, and he said yes. But yeah, though they did a fake thing. Well, Kid Rock. Yeah, I like some Kid Rock music. So great. So Steve Sabo, you live in what town?
I live in Toledo. I was living in Detroit when I got that, so that's where the Kid Rock Association came from. But
Kid Rock Association
in Toledo, Ohio, just south of Detroit.
Well, I live in Nashville, and we got him now.
We got him now, and we're very happy to have him. I've known Steve Sabo many, many years. Always killed, impossible to follow if he wasn't headlining. I always felt bad about that. And then also has given so much comedy work to so many comics over the years that we just want to thank you. You're pounding the trail every day to help comics make a living, and I want to thank you for that. And now I'm going to stop, and you're going to talk for like 10 minutes straight. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Sabo.
Well, thanks, Brad. I was watching your screen during everybody else's things, and your energy, like, I need a nap after watching you. I don't know, like 10 cups of coffee before you jump on there. I don't know what you're doing. But
meth.
It's good. It's good. I like it. This is my very first Zoom show. Popping my cherry on that. I downloaded it yesterday, so I'm excited. I was kind of resistant of doing it for a while because there's a lot of Zoom open mics and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't want to get all wrapped up in that stuff. But I did it. You made it happen. So there it is. But I'm here. I'm in Toledo. It's the 4th largest city in Ohio. People don't know. People always ask me, like, what's Toledo like? Imagine that Ohio is a cornfield, and Toledo is a meth lab in the middle of that cornfield. It's cheap to live there. That's why I'm here. So, I'm you know me, Brad. I'm the guy that's always on the road, perpetually on the road. So, like the definition of a road dog. So it's kind of weird when this has happened and I can't be on the road at all. It's strange for me. The upside is that I don't have to travel as much because I used to put like between 80 and 100,000 miles on my car a year. So that's the upside. And but I missed the stage. But the weird thing is that in all the years I've traveled, I was always my biggest fear. And a lot of comics that road comics probably have the same fear. I'm always afraid I was going to hit something when I'm driving. That's always a big fear. And I never did my entire life until last January. For the first time in my life, I hit a raccoon.
Aw.
Well, that's at least nobody else cares. That's the problem. I care, right? Understand it. I care because I drive a Honda. All right, so it caused a lot of damage to my car. But nobody else ever cares. You hit a deer, you hit a moose. People are like, oh my God, are you okay? You hit a raccoon. People are like, oh my God, are you a wuss? Who cares? Caused a lot of damage to my car. I did the research on it because I couldn't believe how much damage. It took off my grill, took off my bumper. Believe it or not, raccoons can get to be pretty darn big. Raccoons can get to be up to 75 pounds. Yeah, 75 pounds is huge. 75 pounds, that's like an Asian adult or Ohio 3rd grader. It's huge. So much
wow.
I know. Even the guy fixing was giving me crap about it. You sure it's a raccoon? Yeah, pretty sure it's a raccoon. I know what a raccoon looks like. I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. All right. The raccoon or a really hairy midget wearing a Lone Ranger mask. How about you just yeah. So anyway, this is kind of a weird thing. So this is a weird weekend because this weekend is Labor Day, right? And I think, right? Is that this weekend? I don't know.
Yes.
All the days are blending together nowadays. I'm actually finally getting to see my my family, at least part of my family for the first time since this whole thing happened. Because in addition to having a cookout for Labor Day, my sister is having a gender reveal party. Hooray! Now, I don't know if you guys do those things around. I don't know where you guys are at. If anybody gender reveal parties, it's I think they're like one of the dumbest things you can do. The gender reveal. For God's sakes, the kid's 14. You know. He's still a boy, but I just don't want to have to repaint his room. It's a lot of work. That's all. No, actually, that is a joke in my act. I actually wrote that joke pre-COVID, just so you guys know. And she actually had the baby. That was a real story. She had the baby. It was a boy, and I was there when she gave birth. Well, let me say that differently. I was in the building. Birth. Right. I wasn't there. Right. Because we're close, but we're not. Yeah. But it's you have to understand. It's weird for me because I don't have any kids of my own. I've never had any kids, so I've never been around a baby that's that fresh out of the box, I guess you would say.
Oh,
so,
I know. Whoa!
No cursing. I promise. No cursing. Look, I didn't know that babies don't look like babies when they first come out.
no.
They don't think I was purple and slimy, had like a pointy head. I'm like, hey, I don't want to be the one pointing this out. I don't think he's done. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Put it back in for a week and a half, bake it 350. I don't know the rules. Fix this. They let me feed the baby the day he was born, which I felt was very irresponsible at that. Really. Not the person you hand your newborn over to. They're tiny, they're delicate. You got to hold them in like just the right way, and you have to gently grab your sister's boob. Well, that's how they feed babies when they're first born. I Googled it. I'm not an animal.
Okay, I'll give you that.
A little judged. That's all right. No, I really don't. I don't have any kids. 100% true. And I'm glad. I don't have any kids because I've never met anybody with a child who ever told me a story about their child that made me want to have one of my own. Right? Have you? Like, I've never heard that story. And that's when he developed an app for the phone that detects cancer 6 months before it starts to metastasize in the system. I've never heard that story. But I have heard, and that's when he set his parole officer on fire. He might have to move.
You need new friends.
Yeah, well, you're right about that. That's not. But it is the kids. I don't know. Kids today. I know people have kids, and some kids are great, but some of the kids, they're just different. Things are different than when I grew up, you know. And you read all these stories and all this kind of stuff, and it scares me a little bit because I'm not a political person. But you think about this for a second. These same kids that are eating Tide Pods and snorting condoms and shoving marijuana up their ears, one of them is going to be president one day. That's scary stuff to think about, and I can't decide if that's better or worse than the situation we're in now. I don't know. Time will tell, I guess. But I don't know. I think I'm going to try to figure out since this whole thing has begun. Like, I was wondering if all this quarantining and stuff was going to make us better people or worse people, and I still don't know. You know, I feel like people have gotten a lot less tolerant, and I'm definitely one of them. I'm definitely one of those people because one of the things I can't stand is when people try to convince me that I like something that I don't. Have you ever met those people that try to tell you that you should? Like that, I don't know. The other day, somebody goes, "Hey man, you should come over for dinner. We're having eggplant parmesan." And I said, "Hey, I appreciate the offer, but I don't like eggplant." And they go, "Oh, you haven't had my eggplant." Oh. Does your eggplant have eggplant in it? Because if it does, I don't want it. I learned that at the beginning of this conversation. I had to happen when somebody's trying to convince me I should go stay at a bed and breakfast. I tell them I've stayed at bed and breakfasts. I hate bed and breakfasts. It's like, oh, you haven't been at the right bed and breakfast. I've been at enough bed and breakfasts to know. And I don't even, is it bed and breakfast is or bed and breakfast? I don't
Bed and breakfasts?
I don't even pluralize it. Is it bed and breakfast? With an I on the end? I'm not even pop. But however it is, I stayed at the bed and breakfast once in Oregon, and it was. See, every time I've gone, let me just cover it like this. I don't like the whole experience of it. Like they always try to make them out like they're fancy, but it's like you're walking into a Scooby-Doo funhouse, kind of scary little place. It's like a hoarder's wet dream. There's piles of way too many quilts. There's always a bunch of quilts, stuff that should have been thrown away decades ago. And the walls are paper thin, which is what I don't understand, because people go there on their honeymoons, which, when you think about that for a second, is the creepiest thing in the world. Like, you hear everything that's going on next door, like everything. Like I got up and got a girl a towel afterwards. Too much. Did you see those same people for breakfast the next day? Oh no, I don't want the salt. I don't want to make eye contact right now. I don't know. That's the world we're in right now, man. Everything is upside down. Everything is weird. I think we all know who's to blame for all of this, right? And nobody ever wants to say it, but it's those people with the emotional support animals. That's what it is. I saw Brad reaching for the mute button right there for a second. He's like, if he says one of these two words, no, it's whichever one of those are. The emotional support animals. Now, I don't want to make fun of people with emotional support animals. There are people that suffer from things like PTSD, extreme depression, where those things really can help that person. But to be honest, let's be honest, most people that have them, they don't need them. They just want to hang out with their pets. That's just it, right? And I can prove it. In 2010, they started the Registry of Emotional Support Animals, and in 2010, there were 1,200 animals on that registry. Today, there's over 25,000. Now, I'm not very good at math, but that's a lot more. That's a lot more. That's too many more. It's not just dogs, because it's dogs, there's cats, there's birds. You probably heard about that, right? That happened, what was that, 2 years ago, where a woman got kicked off a United Airlines flight because they wouldn't allow her to take her emotional support peacock on the plane? Who the fuck you can't take a 9-foot bird in an airplane, huh? But you know what you can take in an airplane? A pony? Yeah, that one last year, a pony. There's too many different things, man, too many different types of animals. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, I'm really not. But if you're really going to kill yourself, if you can't take your aardvark into Walgreens, well, maybe you got some more serious problems. You know what I mean? And, you know, but the dogs are the worst. The airport's the worst because everyone wants to fly with their animals. Everybody does. And after the airport left, true story, I don't know, before COVID, but a girl's sitting in the lounge with her emotional support greyhound. First off, shouldn't they be on the bus? Where's that dog supposed to sit? That's a 7-foot dog. He's gonna sit in your lap. He's not sitting on mine. People's excuses too. But I'm afraid to fly. Yeah, we're the tin cans 30,000 feet above the ground. We're all afraid to fly. That's why they serve booze in a plane. Better, because you're sitting there in coach with your emotional support Rottweiler, but the rest of us are freaking terrified right now. That's my time, Brad, I think.
Yeah, let's hear Steve Sabo killing it. That was great. Nice job. You've done it. You finished. That was a great job. I hope we get back on the road soon.
For sure.
Get a hold of me. Let's find some shows to do. Let's hear it for Steve. So, do you have any plans? Have you been talking to any of your gigs? What are they thinking?
So, so far, all my gigs that I've talked to right now, see, most of my gigs go down for the summer anyway. So, most of my gigs don't start back up until October. So I told all of them I was going to get in touch with them in the next couple of weeks and see where they stand. So we're all waiting until after Labor Day to see, you know, what the different changes were going to be, if there was going to be, you know, if they're going to open things up or whatever. Because as things get colder, these outdoor shows, they have to move inside. And if the regulations are 6 feet distance, a lot of my rooms can't do anything. You know, there's not enough space. Yeah. So. Yeah. A lot of it's in a wait and see. I'm hopeful for a few of them. And I don't know if you knew about that one. I don't know if I told you about that one, but the Sandusky one, that the theater, a big storm hit and it blew the whole. It huffed and puffed and blew the wall down. So. Oh my God, that was Fryman's old thing, right? Yeah. But they're rebuilding, and hopefully they'll be back. I don't have. That was a great gig. So. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you again. Let's hear it again for everybody. Steve. And you know, I'd like to announce one person that can't wait for the Steve Sabo gigs to come back is right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Minute with Jeff Shaw. Come on, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. And if Ohio were a cornfield,
excuse me,
Cleveland would be where people from Toledo go to sell their meth. For those of you who don't know much about me, my name is Jeff, and I am an alpha male. If you don't believe me, ask the woman I beat out for this jacket at Ann Taylor. I'm really excited. I'm booked at the Sandusky Theater next week. I got to call and check to see if that's still on. I know you guys are laughing, but I am an alpha male. If I were Taylor Swift's boyfriend, I'd be writing songs about her. So it's good to see Steve again. We haven't seen each other for a while. I need to start reconnecting with friends and stuff because it keeps me grounded. I've been getting kind of cranky lately because I just expected that when things opened up again, like service in stores, restaurants, and what have you, would be better, not worse. And now I'm looking forward to like the movie theaters opening up again. And if theaters are going to start opening up again, then the Hollywood studios have to stop releasing any old 3D movie just so they can sell more tickets. 3D should only be used for action flicks, Pixar movies, and Sylvester Stallone's colonoscopy. I don't need to see a teacup jump out at me when Judi Dench passes it to Helen Mirren. If I want to see British broads banter in 3D, I'll do Whippets and watch PBS. And I've been watching so much TV. A televangelist came on the other night, and that really irritated me. I think we need to end all tax-exempt status for televangelists. I don't care how many souls somebody saves. If they can live in a mansion, they can pay their taxes.
Yeah.
Jesus would fill out a W-9. And I've been going to the mall again. That really irritates me. I'm getting tired of the people who work at the perfume kiosk at the mall. I wish they would stop handing me samples as I walk past. I don't care how exquisite their fragrances are. I'm not buying anything from a stranger who presses a little packet into my hand. Last time I tried that, I wound up paying $100 for Splenda.
Yeah.
I gotta contact UPS and tell them that, you know, if they're gonna deliver my package in the morning before my first cup of coffee, I wish they would just leave it on the doorstep without ringing the bell. Because I'm tired of answering the door groggy, then spending the next 5 minutes wondering how the heck a cardboard box rang my doorbell.
Yeah.
Now, although I've been doing a lot of shows online, I've been doing all my daytime work. You know, like people go, "What do you do during the shutdown?" And I go, "Well, you know, I spend a lot of time, you know, answering emails and writing material and erasing dates from my book."
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I do a lot of work at Panera Bread, you know, so I take my computer down there. And how come Panera Bread offers 30 varieties of bagels, yet finding a table with an electrical outlet is harder than finding an assistant manager without a nose ring? Panera is so stingy with the Frankenstein juice. Just how many kilowatts do you need to microwave homemade mac and cheese anyway? They were closed for 4 months. They couldn't put in a couple extra outlets during the shutdown. What were they doing during the shutdown? I knew they weren't vacuuming under the tables. Panera is so concerned about social distancing that they block off 3 out of 4 tables. why encourage customers to wrestle each other for one outlet like it's a donut in a police station? Or me trying to find a better analogy for that punchline.
Yeah.
You got it.
How am I supposed to plug my computer cord in if I short out strangling somebody fighting over an outlet? So, I hate to break it, Panera Bread, but there's only 2 reasons that people go to Panera. 1, to work on their computers without their idiot boss at the office giving them a hard time. And 2, to take the grandparents someplace without putting much thought into it. I'm usually there to work, so somebody get an extension cord and run it over to Starbucks because my laptop ain't gonna charge itself. And this is a lesson for everybody here that aspires to do Zoom comedy shows. Always have backup material, because this was my backup material that I had ready, because my regular set was going to be about comfort animals.
Jeff Shaw! Let's hear it! Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jeff Shaw teaches us lessons every week, doesn't he?
He does.
And not
He
just
does.
tutorial, right?
Mostly
And not
fashion.
just, yeah, not just that. And I think it's very important to note that you killed with material that if you showed this video to anybody else will have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You get a lot of great callbacks that were very funny, so that's very good. Hey everybody, I'm Brad, and if you've noticed, this show is going to be an hour soon.
Uh-huh.
We all seem to have a lot to say anymore. So, but I do want to do this before we go, and that is go back to Steve Goodie. Steve, did you want to talk about something?
Well, yes. It's Halloween time. Gosh darn it, because it's September. So it's just around the corner. And you're probably wondering, what can I do for Halloween with the kids when we're all supposed to be not seeing anybody at all? Well, one thing you can do is do a virtual visit to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, where Brad and I appeared with our big show, the Ultimate Halloween Party, Vampire's Ball. And here's a little preview of it, because I know that's what you need to see.
Yes.
Ooh, Igor, this is not my match. The Vampire's Ball is a swanky affair.
Master, I brought the shovels.
Good, Igor, good. And did you bring my latte?
Yes, master. Skim milk, true splendor.
Good, Igor, good. Let's get started. Oh, yes, Igor, yes. Raise the platform. It's time.
Well,
We're hiding from ghosts. We're hiding from ghosts. Oh man, I think we're toast. We're hiding from ghosts.
Come inside.
Yeah, that was creepy fun.
Creepy fun, everybody.
Go to ultimatehalloweenparty.com and check all that out, and that'd be really great.
That's great. So, yeah, by the way, I just want to say this has been a hell of a show.
I know.
Yeah.
I noticed that too.
This has been really a great, I mean, I think everybody's done amazing. I think the show is really good. Donald Trump helped. And it's good. I don't mind that it's this long. By the way, I do want to say that the Fringe has ended, but you can still go to ultimatehalloweenparty.com, and that's just a preview of the entire video that we put out. And what we ask you to do once you watch the video is we ask you, and Dracula will ask you at the end, make sure to watch, they'll ask you to buy a ticket to the show you just saw. That you just saw. Please go watch that, do that, and maybe buy a ticket to the show that you just saw. Okay, let's hear it again, everybody. Let's hear it for, of course, Steve Sabo, our guest comedian. Let's hear it for Carla Ubrich. Let's hear it to Steve's incredible top 10 with music. We now expect him to do that every week.
Oh, good.
And also, let's hear this. So we've had a great time. What we're going to do now is we're going to play the Thursday song, and everybody in the show can sit and talk to us for a while. Everybody else at Facebook, you will be cut off. Thank you, Steve. Play the Thursday thing.
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all of the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursdays.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with Milk-Bone, Spam, and Pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday,